Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays The Binding of Isaac AFTERBIRTH Plus. Literally 10 seconds past the end of the previous video. Instantaneous. And I gotta tell you, there's our seed. 46J3224K. Loving this seed as well. Not quite as good. However, well, no, not quite as good. But all of our stats, I would say, are above average. For an Eden run especially, including HP, and having the Spirit Heart is nice. The spacebar item, that was my bad on that one, big time. The spacebar item might not seem that great, but I think it's really, really good used on the second floor to try to get one extra deal with the devil. And then, you know, the fly, it is what it is. It's not a good item, because it does nothing for us until we get hit, but gets us closer to Beelzebub. We now have enough money as well to maybe get 2 arcades, like an arcade and then an arcade. I think this is a pretty decent start, and moreover, I think we've had a series of pretty decent starts. I don't want to call this a streak. Let's just call it an adventure. We've had a series of pretty good runs on this adventure. As we continue to kind of, I don't know, what would you describe it as? Just kind of grinding out the time until the DLC comes out. Reeling in the years. Reeling in the tears. Well, no, that doesn't even make any sense, because then Steely Dan does say, you gathering up your tears, you know, right after that, so just not a very good room for us there. Oh, I gotta sneeze right on the tip of my nose, but I can't tell. I can't tell if it's coming out. I'm gonna go ahead and say that's a no. I don't think our sneeze is coming out. Whoop! I was about to say there's nothing worse than when you gotta sneeze and then you call attention to it and it no longer happens. But there are many worse things, you know? The coronavirus, for one, if you've been watching the news recently. I mean, do you want me to name the other ones? It's kind of a downer. I think we should just move on. Anyway. Hold on. Can I tell you something exciting? I've revolutionized Valentine's Day, and I'm being half sincere when I say that. So, I live in a city. It's got a lot of really, really, really good restaurants. Combined with, and you know, I imagine as a result of, you know, they work off of each other, a large culture of going out to eat, like, often, right? Which is awesome, except, like, 3 weeks ago, so, like, the middle of January, I was like, oh, crap, I didn't book a restaurant for Valentine's Day. And, you know, we don't celebrate Valentine's Day to, like, a huge degree. It's not, like, an enormous holiday for Kate and I. But we like to, you know, at least go out with the two of us and have a nice dinner. So I was looking at places that were still available. And it's like every restaurant in the city is available. And I was like, oh, really? And it was like, yeah, starting at 11:30 p.m. And I'm like, that's too late. So I came to my wife and I said, hey, I'm just going to level with you. I dropped the ball. You know, we've had other things on the go. I didn't book a restaurant for Valentine's Day. The places that we would most like to go are totally booked. What do you think about just saying February 14th? It's not Valentine's Day. What if we celebrated Valentine's Day on, like, February the 11th instead? How would you feel about that? Be honest. And she was like, yeah, that seems fine. She thought about it for like a split second and was like, sounds good to me. We will take... Our speed didn't get hurt too much, and we're probably going to get 1 deal with the devil, definitely, possibly 2. So I'm stoked with the potentiality here. So to all the boyfriends, husbands, etc., out there, If you're worried about the Valentine's Day reservation system, first off, I probably have more than an 8-day backlog, so really just file this one in the memory banks for 2021. Sorry. consider it, you know? Plus, can I tell you something? If that's what you do for Valentine's Day, I mean, we'll still probably, like, exchange a light gift or something like that. But if that's what you do for Valentine's Day, you go out for, like, a dinner with each other, which is a nice way to spend some time together. Try doing it not on the 14th. You might even want to, like, I mean, if you can book it for the 14th, whatever, right? But maybe you're like, you know, this year, that's a Tuesday. The Sunday would really work better for both of us. You're going to find so many more better options. You're not going to have to settle for, you know, Tony's Pizza and garlic knots. You can go to Chez Tony's Le Pizza and garlic pomme de terre. I should know what garlic is in French, because if you're from Canada, you're already aware of this, but ooh, I'll take both because we're going deep on this one. But if you're from Canada, you already know this, but all of our food products in the country are bilingual. They're labeled bilingually. The only thing that isn't sometimes, and it is pretty rare, are like imported food products. Even then, almost always they have like a sticker on them that has either the French or the English, whichever one it didn't have, you know, when it was imported. I think garlic is like AIL, because I buy like. Look, chefs out there, don't shoot the messenger, okay? We cook with fresh garlic all the time, but I also buy like pre-minced garlic in a huge jar all the time. If you're making like soups, stews, or, you know, doing meal prep stuff, it's much nicer to just put a spoon in the jar and get some like 6 out of 10 garlic than to have to chop up, you know, 10 out of 10 garlic en masse. Look, treat yourself. It's all about what you got time for, okay? Yeah, the other garlic, you know, fresh garlic is much better. On the other hand, is it much better if it adds to prep time that makes me not want to do it as much? See? You know, I said, that's the beauty of convenience. Convenience is a great motivator, you know? It's always good to work out. It's always good to go to the gym. Maybe the best gym in town is 20 miles away, but you got a gym 1 mile away that you can just walk to. Honestly, if it's decent enough, I would recommend the 1 mile away gym. Then eventually, once you're in the routine, you could be like, nah, take me to Gold's Venice Beach 10 out of 10 gym where all the dudes there are wearing like string tank tops. My gym is weird right now. I'm still feeling it out, right? It's only been like a month and a bit. But I've only seen 2 types of people in my gym, to the best of my knowledge. Absolute like people that could be fitness influencers and may well be, for all I know. Like ripped, shredded, built individuals. And then people who are out of shape. And I say that with no judgment. Hold on. Grab this and then pop in. I don't think we should go for the other one there. Yeah, let's get out of here. I'm surprised that at the old gym I went to, there was like one built dude, and everybody else were average denizens. It's like the exact inverted demographics. This gym, everybody is either shredded or like clearly doing like a New Year's resolution sort of thing, which again, no judgment is being passed on that at all. I'm just like, well, I'll tell you one thing, I'm not that shredded, so every time I'm in the gym, I'm like, I think I'm in camp 2 probably still. But I'm just like, where are the average Joes? And then I realize I work out at, you know, like 10 a.m. on a weekday, and I'm like, they're at work. Of course. Maybe they are influencers for all I know. Maybe if I went to the gym at like 6 p.m., it would be normos, you know? Because I do think about that. I mean, it happens all the time. I live in a city, you know, it's got like 2 million people, right? In the metro area. I'm not trying to flex. But whenever I like run an errand at 11 a.m. and I see like thousands of people, I'm like, you can't all be YouTubers. What's happening here? You know, summer vacation for sure is one thing. Or if you see someone and, you know, they're pushing a stroller, you're like, yeah, I get it. You know, it's a maternity leave or like, you know, homemaker situation. But then I'm like, the demographics just don't make sense to me. It's like, okay, you got... I recognize it's 2020. People work from home. People might make their living, you know, doing stuff that has non-traditional hours, you know? If you're a real estate agent and you got no showings, and, you know, 80% of Vancouverites work in the real estate industry, apparently, then I guess, you know, if you got no showings this afternoon, why not run out and do your groceries? But it's just so weird for me. Because I'm like, I can do this. Because I work like a gremlin job where I work in the shadows. But I thought the contract was that oh, this is pretty nice. I'm not saying they can't, by the way. We all have, obviously, an equal right to be in the grocery store at any given time. It's just surprising to me. So surprising that it ought to be illegal. No. I'm joking. Hold on. I'm thinking about where I want to be here. Honestly, dude, if I could get the cash, we could Black Rune. I think I've got a play that I'm actually proud of in my brain right now. Because it's a little bit unusual. It's a little bit difficult by Isaac standards, I might even say. So here's my play. You grab Yera, and you blow this son of a gun sky high. Probably at this point, I would just hit the Yera. We want to get to 30 cents, which is definitely going to happen. We were not going to use Yera anyway. So then you buy School Bag, which now that I think about it was not neither good nor bad. Oh, no, actually, I screwed this up completely. Genius. No, stick with this. What I was gonna do was Telepills, no, it was Black Rune, the School Bag and Dull Razor. I'm not sure if I even need to tell you what went wrong. I recognize that School Bag was actually a passive item. It affects active items, but it's a passive. So it can't be bought and then you had Black Rune used on it. That's very nice. And, of course, the obvious. After I bought School Bag, buying Dull Razor didn't create an item pedestal. Instead, it just put it in our pocket. So, on the bright side, we have 2 spacebar items, and now we can still create item pedestals. I mean, we could just go with that one, honestly, and Black Rune it. Tears and Luck is totally fine. But yeah, it didn't work out as intended, that's for sure. And I don't really care about the Bookworm synergy, to be honest. So what's the dream here? Definitely deal with the devil. Get to a sustainable level where Empty Vessel gives us invincibility and the ability to fly. But everything is, you know, it might seem spotty, but I disagree. I actually think this runs in like a really good spot right now. The one thing I'm not concerned about, but like the one thing that's on the noggin is I don't want to do like Sack Altar because we might lose Incubus, but it's also pretty minor. We'd have to get it first, then we'd have to pay for it, and then we'd have to decide if we wanted to or didn't want to use it. So, you know, we probably might want to consider not going so deep. We could always use Dull Razor to get some more plays more easily, but this is a Verp of Telepills. It's okay. Relax, just a waste of everybody's precious life force. Little chest. We got too many familiars. We might get like conjoined soon. So I have plays. We did, in my opinion, We dug a little too deep and too greedily on that one. I don't think we necessarily should have gone that deep on the Demon Judgment. The only reason I bring it up, despite, you know, just saying that everything's fine, is because I don't want to not be fine. So probably we could have waited a quarter of a second to loot that bomb instead of standing right in the blast radius. Oh. Okay. So we're going to pop this. Get 2 more plays. It is what it is, but this guy should be paying out any second now. He's not. And that's okay. We'll just have to learn to live with that for the time being. I'm really glad we didn't take the 7 seals, Harbinger, whatever the heck is called, that spawns the random flies for us. I'm happy with the trinket. Oh my god. Don't get me wrong. I'm just not thrilled about, you know, not having control over when the, or what flies spawn and when they spawn. So I think this is a great opportunity to just slow your roll. In case you're not following, we're not taking damage when we open those because we're using Dull Razor to simulate taking damage, which provides for us a brief period of invincibility, thereby allowing us to open them at 0 risk to ourselves. We're just really trying to fish at this point for red hearts, so we can go back, play the Demon Judgment, get some actual good, preferably like the D part of DPS upgrades, and then move on with our lives, really. So for 2 cents, I will purchase one. Please don't hurt me. I'm Ryan. Yeah. Is it insanely important? Probably not. However, while we're here, allow me the opportunity to do something like this. I think I'll only get 1 play. We probably would have gotten 2 out of that, but that's okay. We can go for that. 15 cents remain. Try again. Try again. That's pretty good. I think we'll then play this guy again. It's a very interesting run. This floor has consequences that I did not consider in advance of this moment. It's a betrayal on levels never before seen. Not really. I'm not forgetting about that Demon Judgment. He's waiting to give us something amazing. Without a doubt. So a Spirit Heart is tempting, but I was just going to say, if we can get a Red Heart instead, I think it pays better dividends for us. We're at 11 cents. Let's try this. Okay, that's 9 bombs. Is a very nice return on our investment. 5 cents for this. I mean, if we could just get Blood Bag, we wouldn't have to go through this whole charade. This is something the game is more interested in than I am, apparently. It's a lot of money. I think we sack a little bit here to get blank card. We don't have a card. But that's very secondary right now. I can't believe you would bring this up at my moment of triumph. That was a good shop. And we still have our deal with the Devil Chance. And we still have glaucoma. Remember this time last year when I thought I had glaucoma? I was about to say those were the days. Not really. I'll level with you. I know that the optician said that... Optometrist, I guess. I don't know the difference, to be honest. Optician is like someone who tells you what glasses to get. Optometrist is like the person who does the eye test. If you weren't around for the glaucoma saga, the last time I got new glasses, you know, they do the puff of air in the eye test. The doctor was like, you got too much pressure in your eyes, so we're going to have you come back for a test to see if you have glaucoma. I didn't. Thanks, Doc. But I didn't have any doubt to begin with, because honestly, my vision, as you know, is very good consistently, so. I will say, by the way, we got our dream on this deal with the devil. Although we didn't have to take HP on the way in. Maw of the Void plus Succubus. First off, great items. Secondly, get us to Empty Vessel. And Maw of the Void allows us to replenish our HP. So I'm just going to Telepills. I just want to see where we go. And this floor, look, give up on the opportunity of Boss Rush. Don't concern yourself with Boss Rush's existence. Our whole point, you know, our raison d'etre right now is to just get a good playing card. And the whole run will come together with a combination of things. HP plus a good card. Obviously, Hanged Man was not the card. So we want to, I think we want to use all of our bombs if necessary. As many bombs as it takes to blow this stuff up. Strength is okay, but not good enough. Tarot Cloth is also tempting. So Judgment is funny, but I think we're going to actually just throw down the Judgments and pop them. Kind of hoping we do a little better financially there, but the Judgments could have been worth it, but we're fishing for something even better. So now, with 2 of Diamonds associated with this, I'm like, meet the cop who can't be stopped. It's me. I'm the cop who can't be stopped. Yo, not to mention a dime right off the bat. Just pop Justice. Okay, so we're not 1,000,000,000% in the clear, but we have looked at what it means to be in the clear, and we're like, oh, that sounds like someone I know. Who is it? It's me! Just very, very slightly off from clarity. Ace of Clubs would be an incredibly dumb decision. Actually, it was kind of a dumb decision just to take this to begin with, because now we can no longer fly. But I have faith that we'll get a deal with the devil in the future anyway.
2 of Diamonds.
So the thing with 2 of Diamonds, at this late in the game from a shop standpoint, I don't really see a desire to hold on to it any longer than to get us to 99 cents, to be honest. I'm not a min-maxer. I'm a min-max-maxer, is the way I would look at it. I'm maximize... That was not a smart pickup there either. I maximize the number of times I min-max when a min-max is essential. When min-maxes are not essential, I minimize the number of times I min-max. I feel like a lot of min-maxers maximize the amount of times they min-max for no reason. Just my personal opinion, I suppose. I feel like it's much better to minimize the amount of time you min-maximize for those times when it would be most maximal for you to maximize them. I think Chariot's a little better for us here. And to be honest with you, quick floor, but that you can rely on the blank card, honey. Don't forget the blank card, honey. Yeah, I think we'd rather have the card than Dull Razor right now for sure. I mean, we have invincibility. We don't need fake damage. So everything is extraordinarily hunky-dory. Don't really need keys, so I think we're happier with the flies. Let's just cruise, brother. Everything's very nice right now. The only thing we want is for sure in the next 2 floors to get a deal with the devil, which is very, very likely, because we'll have a 100% chance on the next floor. If we don't get one on this floor. But in the next 2 floors to get a deal with the devil would be worth a lot for us, for sure. So you pop it. We are on 1 guppy item, so like obviously if we could get, you know, 1 to 2 more in the next little bit, be pretty pleased. Don't really care about the money there. Lebowski. Might as well blank card Chariot. It is kind of annoying to manage both of these items, but you know, it's annoying but also very, very useful. So it's not, don't take this as real complaining. It's a weird run, but we managed to make it work. I mean, to have blank card, tarot cloth, and a deck of cards, or I guess it's you start. I don't remember what these items are called. At this stage of my life, I don't know what his name is. I just know the sound it makes when it takes a man's life. Nick Nolte, Tropic Thunder. Double judgments. This is a greater deal with the devil chance for us. Going up to 85%. Go ahead. Hit me. And by hit me, I mean allow me to walk into you and hit myself. Continuum. Totally fine. Where are all these flies coming from? Some of them, I'm like, those are my flies. Some of them, I'm like, I don't remember signing off on this. Okay, we have blank card judgment, but just relax. Poke Go. Sharp Plug. You gotta be a little careful with Sharp Plug. It's not the end of the world either way, but... And the card is Judgment, so we can yeet a Judgment. Could have played it a little as well, but... You know, it's really, what do you want in this life? Magician, not worth it. I don't want to spend the next 20 minutes playing, you know, a Demon Judgment in the hopes of getting acid tears. I'm ready to start the endgame protocols. Our run is in a position, you can't spend your whole life at the planning stage. Sometimes you gotta actually put stuff in motion. You don't want an old man turned 98, won the lottery, died the next day sort of situation, do you? I doubt it. I mean, honestly, there could be worse things. You would be dead, but your family would be provided for, I suppose. Unless you didn't leave a last will and testament, in which case your assets might be fought over in the court system as a result of, like, vengeful family members or, you know, avariciousness. I don't know, I'm just spitballing. Knives Out 2019. No, I haven't seen it yet. Yes, I want to. I mean, you know what I'm thinking right now. I'm looking at it and I'm like, we're surprisingly and definitely embarrassingly kind of close to death. Use this. It's a hermit. I think we still prefer having these judgments around and just tossing them. We would still love a deal with the devil, by the way. I know we got the door, but we didn't get the deal last time. Why is that bad? Well, we didn't get the empty vessel. Yeah. Honestly, empty vessel is super useful for flying, but more useful for the invincibility you get on a consistent basis. I'm sure you also do not need me to tell you that a Hierophant card would do some incredible stuff for us. I mean, next time we pop down these judgments, I may well just play one of them to try to get some HP out of it. I didn't think it would be necessary, but for the time being, may prove more essential than I ever could have conceivably fathomed. I wonder if they pay out at the same time, because they spawned out of the same card. I might have walked into one more time there. That's interesting. If that's the case, that's interesting, although they didn't pay out with an item at the same time, so, I don't know. Might be coincidental. Blank card, blank rune. And let's take Monkey Paw just in case, but certainly a very interesting option here. Well, you know what we should do then? Pop down the Judgment. Are you a bomb Judgment? You are a bomb Judgment. You paid out with sad bombs. This is extremely nice. We should try to get this guy to give us a little extra attention here. This run, it exists in that kind of chaotic zone. Thank you very much. Where I'm like, I don't know how I feel right now. I'm like, I feel like I'm off balance. I don't get taken off balance in too many Isaac runs. This is a unique situation. Definitely appreciate the Demon Hearts. So pop this. Is a 2 of hearts.
Of hearts.
Then get... Oh, I picked it up for the wrong thing. That's okay. And we are going in the wrong direction as well. I know this is very whiny. I'm really just looking for the Emperor card. I would also be stoked to see Hierophant or Sun. And for Blank Rune, I think really we want like a Yera for the end, of course. But like an Ansus, a Dagaz, you know, anything along these lines for right now is pretty nice. So by taking that Eternal Heart, we did just cement that we will not be able to get to Empty Vessel. But I mean, I think at this point I'm like, look, I would love to, but if it's not possible, it's not possible. And we've been trying to get there for a bit, hasn't worked out. Then we gotta play smart money sometimes. I mean, Dane says smart money doesn't make money constantly. I think that's not true. Wait, no, he says scared money doesn't make money. I don't believe that either. I think scared money makes money all the time. You know, maybe you're scared of an imminent market collapse due to an inverted yield in the Canadian economy. So you keep your stuff mostly liquid instead of becoming fully invested in the market. And then in the event that there is a dip at some point, you pivot off of that. That's scared money making money in my world. Please, I would just like a per throw. One per throw, please. Just a per throw at some point. Really? Oh, it per throwed. Let me, thank you, let me go. I think that floor did a lot for us. We got a lot out of that floor. I don't even know, like, I just... how many items do we have where we just opened a single golden chest and what popped out of it was like an infinity pool of free money? I don't know. I'm for it. It's a little late for the money to be mission critical, but, you know, I'm not unhappy to see it. Let's put it that way. So I think with this, you always, with blank card, blank rune, and like, you know, so many doublings in effect, you just want to wait till the rewards are paid out, then you hit the button. I'm stunned. I am stunned that nothing doubled. I think it's our first blank card without doubling in perhaps 1 million years. That's a name I've not heard for a long time. And I'll tell you, we've lost the plot. I don't know what's happening on this run anymore. I'm still driving the bus, but the passengers are telling me where to go. Which, now that I think about it, is kind of the way that the bus works to begin with. At least they tell you when to stop. Kramer, you kept making the stops? People kept ringing the bell! It's from Friends. You know, the one with the theme song. You wanna go where everybody knows your name. A dunk, a dunk, a dunk, dunk. Battery? No battery. I'm not picking up any more resources. When you have infinite resources, resources that are on the ground are infinitesimal. The only resource that has value to us anymore is our own time. Come on, pop up. Ooh, big mistake. The stars is a teleportation card. It's not the card I'm looking for. Question mark card, world card. I think we'll keep, you're not gonna like this, but I'm gonna keep the world card. You know what? I'm gonna take the blank rune. I thought about it. We're so likely every time we press the space bar to get an Ansus. The world card is a huge step back. We got a deal. We got a deal. It's a deal of some merit. We need some more spirit hearts, too. I don't know, man. Like, there's a churn to this run. That's... It's hard for me to hold together here. Because our situation is constantly shifting. Every 2 seconds, we got another... Oh, now we got infinity everything. Oh, now we're dead. I'm not dead. We're not even close, really, but... Okay, you... This time did not pay out with an ensues. That's okay. Yikes. You know what? Let's not worry about... Let's worry about it. Let's not worry about it. I don't know. This is like one of those runs. Like, I feel like I have God mode on. You ever do that, like, in a video game? You turn on, like, infinite money or something like that, and then you just lose all semblance of strategy. Because there's no longer any stakes to the game, right? Like, that's where we're at right now. The run is so unlosable that I might not be able to win. Like, my head is so far out of the game right now. I don't even know what I'm doing. Pair throw. Ensus. We know where we're going. Okay. We don't need a... I mean, there's Degas is in there potentially, but... Now that we know where we're going, I know where I gotta go to get there. And the sun card, don't get me wrong, it's real nice. What is happening? So I think... We're gonna do a couple of rooms. We're gonna blow this up. Secret room access. Compost. I'm not saying there's not a case for it. I don't know if it's the right choice right now. But it is interesting to, like, think of using compost. Oh no, we don't have the fly trinket anymore. Okay, compost is essentially useless. But a blank card per throw could provide us with some use. From the pedestal. I can't, there's too many resources. I'm drowning in riches right now. It's like Scrooge McDuck meets Saw. Every time I open a chest, I gotta cover my ears and mouth. Ears? I gotta cover my nose and mouth. Let me through, thank you. So I think we just leave. And I know you're like, what about the pedestal? Well, we potentially stand to gain infinity pedestals on the next floor. And we can use the runes to destroy the runes at that point. There's... I can't look at the screen. There's too much stuff. I gotta play by sight alone. So with 52 keys, we're obviously hoping for some serious gas. Not in that way, Doctor. Let's try. Space. Use it. Use it. There we go. We've started the process. Still going. Oh, it's spicy. Oh, we did it. Okay, that's, I mean, good enough for certain. Could have gotten infinity items. Maybe. But if you want to see that, might I encourage you to watch one of the 40,000 runs we've done, where we've done that. And sure, let's get Continuum, let's get Strange. And then we'll definitely grab this. We will grab the Rate of Fire upgrade. And even though we don't have a card, we still want blank card. And deck of cards, I think. There you go. Now, let me out. And no mapping, which is very surprising. But, on the other hand... pretty decent supply of just about everything the body needs. And the static tiers are going to be sick, too. I don't know about Deadeye. We probably could have built around Deadeye instead of taking Tiny Planet, but this is fun, too. Okay, teleport me? I'll be okay with that. Keep in mind we got sad bombs too, so I actually, okay, we got infinity sad bombs. I feel like one sad bomb has the power level required to, like, kill a boss right now. I really appreciate the dead end teleportation. It teleported me out and to a dead end. Both of which, very acceptable, I think. Tower card, not so much. Not so much acceptable. But let's do it anyway, because it'll be hilarious. My game is lagging. I haven't said that about Isaac in a long time. Oh, and then it just said Adobe has updated 5 apps. So maybe it's not Isaac's fault. Alright, well definitely, like, this is one of the more entertaining runs we've had in a long time. Doesn't really matter whether we take Stompy or not. It's a well-known fact there's no rocks on the chest. Bit of a weirdo run, and I'm here for it. There were times when I was not here for it, but by the end of this, I've become a believer. In response to changing information, my opinion has changed. Isn't that the mark of a well-reasoned individual? Let me out, please. Okay. You're just starting to get oh my god, he admitted. You're starting to get slightly low on the HP front here, so maybe just relax yourself slightly. Probably a good time to mention if you have a photo sensitivity, return tomorrow, because this one is approaching just hilarity with the level of photosensitivity we got going on here. Ah! Let me go! Let me go! I just want to get in the box! Okay, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. I'll see great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. See ya!